Den for technically the first game of the Gary Rowett era. He's in the stands for tonight's game against Cardiff City. And it appears that Adam Barrett has switched back to a 4-4-2. Whether that's under Rowett's instructions is not clear, but 4-4-2 tonight. Matt Smith replaces Millwall, who I thought had a bit of an average game against Brentford, didn't quite set the bar as high as he had been. And O'Brien replaces Ferguson, which I think could be a good change, as we all know O'Brien does have moments of magic in him, although he fails to deliver. Hopefully a new manager coming in gives him a bit of a kick and motivation to do well and secure his place back in the team ahead of Ferguson and Mahoney, who's also been dropped recently. Cardiff made a few changes. Lee Tomlin, obviously, someone who's probably not going to be too popular with Millwall fans throughout the match. And Neil Warnock, obviously, their manager, he's for an opposition manager, he's actually a little bit popular down here. But we know how Neil Warnock likes to play teams, likes to play sort of similar approach to us. Direct football, not much possession. Make the most of it when you do, with some quick attacking players up front and a target man to play off of. I think that the players of Millwall will know tonight that they have two reasons to play well. One, to make it up to Alan Barrett about what happened on Saturday. Obviously, the less said about that now, the better. And the second, obviously, to impress Gary Rowett and prove to the new manager that they are the man for the starting 11. I'm going to predict 2-0 Millwall tonight. I think that Matt Smith and Bradshaw will score. I think Jed Wallace will get both assists and get man of the match tonight. I'm interested to see how the left-hand side works, though, with O'Brien. Hopefully he can offer a bit more protection for Mario Wallace, because we saw his weakness at left back was definitely exposed by Mbeumo at the weekend for Brentford. But I'm fully behind Gary Rowett and the boys tonight. Come on, you Lions. 1-0 Cardiff, completely against the run of play in the first 12 minutes here at the Den. Simple really for Cardiff, neat interchange play. Hoyle definitely looks like the danger man so far for Cardiff on the edge of the box. Picked up, looked like he was going to shoot, floating in across. Danny Ward, no more 6 yards out, heads it down into the ground and into the net. It's completely against the run of play, but the Lions are behind and they have it all to do again. Second half has just begun here at the Den. It's Millwall 1, Cardiff City 1. A strike from Tom Bradshaw right on the stroke of half-time has brought the Lions level in this game. A bit of good passing build-up play from the Lions. A cut-back fortunately fell into Bradshaw's path and he took one touch. From where I was, I struggled to see if it went straight in off Bradshaw. It looked like the final touch might have came with Cardiff defender Sean Morrison. But there's no doubt the striker will be claiming his four games for Millwall. And it has to be said, both teams playing a similar sort of game plan, trying to get the ball forward as quick as possible and trying to put a lot of pressure on each other. Millwall have played a lot better when they've had the ball down on the floor rather than trying to play it long. Cardiff centre-backs are very tall. One's even taller than Matt Smith, which isn't really great when we're trying to play Route 1 football up to a player like Matt Smith. But when we've had the ball down on the floor, we've created some good opportunities. So I think if we can continue to do that, hopefully that's the message from Adam Barrett at half-time. Obviously, just before half-time is a great time to score, boost the spirits, especially after what wasn't Millwall's best half of football this season. But we're hoping that Adam Barrett has given the boys a rocket for the second half, and they definitely feel like they owe him one after what happened on Saturday. But I still think we can snatch a win here. This game's definitely there for the taking for both sides. 10 minutes into the second half and Cardiff have retaken the lead here. A shot from outside the box into the corner by Junior Hoylett. There's been no urgency at the start of the second half from the Lions. It's been a very sloppy start. I don't know what Barrett has said to them at half-time, whether he's praised them and they've taken that into their heads too much and they've almost stopped putting in effort, or whether he's given them a rocket and they just haven't reacted to that. But something has to change. That hasn't been good enough. I think substitutions are needed. Williams has failed to influence the game. I think Malumbo needs to come on for him. And I think O'Brien probably would be more effective in behind Bradshaw. And I think bringing on Mahoney or Ferguson on the left-hand side and topping off Matt Smith would potentially stop us going from route run as much, which I think has been our problem so far this game. But we're now around the 60th minute mark and Cardiff 2-1 up at the day. 2-2, Bradshaw's fifth goal in 4 games for the Lions. Varson flicks it around the corner to him. Bradshaw takes a touch, beats 2 defenders and finishes it into the corner. He's on fire at the minute and it's probably what the Lions deserve, to be fair. They've created a few more chances since Cardiff's second goal. And the atmosphere now in the Den has completely changed. It's all Millwall fans making the noise now. And if any team's now going to go on and nick a winner, you'd like to think it was Millwall. 2-2 with 10 minutes plus stoppage time to play. Come on, you Lions. I'm on the train home now. Finished Millwall 2, Cardiff 2. Tom Bradshaw with a brace for the Lions. Sloppy goals given away by both sides. Interesting to read some of Neil Warnock's comments after the game, saying that he felt it was very charitable, and that was the most comfortable we thought it'd ever been at a game at the Den. So it looks like there's definitely plenty of work for Gary Rowett to do, but there's obviously going to be some positives for him to take away from tonight's game, such as the form of Todd Bradshaw. 5 goals in 4 games, absolutely outstanding now. Surely you'd like to think he's at least going to get a Player of the Month nomination. Can't really name many players that have done better than him this month so far in the league. And now really, I think once Rowett can get his system implied on the players, and once we can get most of the players going to their full potential, and once he gets these players in, I feel like we can start to begin looking up the table rather than down. I think Wallace was also good tonight. Romeo definitely looks a bit suspect at right back. I'd like to see McCarthy given more of a chance. He was only given 1 start against QPR and then he just got dropped. I thought he did all right during the QPR game. But plenty of positives, some negatives as well from tonight's game. 2-2 at the Den, on to Stoke now on Saturday. Rowett's first game against his former club, who have also lost tonight, so plenty of reason to be optimistic heading into the weekend.